leather goods.
Who is behind Shinola?
Again, you know, Tom Carducci likes to keep a low profile. He's a very, very unassuming guy, fantastic guy, actually. I tell my students, you know, pay attention to Tom. When you are out interviewing and you meet somebody that reminds you of Tom, take that job regardless of what it pays, because you're going to be in for a great ride. Anyway, it's Tom Carducci. He was the founder of Fossil. And so he knows a lot about making watches.
He does.
And he also knows a lot about making money. He's a really, really smart guy.
Why is he invested in Detroit? He's from, what, Texas?
He's from Dallas. And basically, after, this is the way it went down. I mean, because I was in one of the first meetings with Tom when he first came to Detroit looking for space to do work. After the Chrysler ad with M&M, made in Detroit, Tom had an idea that he wanted to basically move into the middle market of watchmaking. The Fossil really is kind of mass production, and then there are the Swiss watches, which are, you know, totally upscale. So he saw this space, and as he was kind of like looking around, he was doing market research, and he has an amazing team of people. They're all really brilliant, quite frankly. And they were doing testing on Made in America, Made Here, and Made in Detroit went off the charts.
Oh, you're kidding.
And so
I love it.
That is great. Wow.
He came here, and I think their original intention was, you know, we'll set up an office here, we'll do some stuff here, and it'll be just a little kind of thing. But the more he got into it, the more he saw that there was just great opportunity here. You know, first of all, for part of the thing was when he met us at College for Creative Studies, and he saw the facilities that we had, the work that our students were doing, and you know, basically that kind of got him thinking about things he could do in Detroit. And then there was, and this is, you know, goes back to that, what's the third iteration of Detroit? You know, the first iteration was built on, or the second iteration, sorry, was built on the first iteration, and the third will be built on the second. So basically, everything you need to make a watch is part of what you do to make a car, right? I need to polish metal. Oh yeah, we can do that. I need glass. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Need leather.
I need leather. Oh yeah, we got that. You know, I need to do precision engineering. Oh yeah, trust us. We, you know, I mean, making a computer is child's play compared to designing a car. I mean, all the components that are in a car. Just think about that. What it takes to get one of those things from nothing to on the road. So basically, and then the other thing is, and he's talked about this actually, and he's been, and also the other people who are working with him when they're interviewed always say, when they came to Detroit, basically people were there to help. Oh, you want to make that? Okay, you can go to this guy. Or you know, you want to, you need some space. Oh, here's, you know.
So they took down the obstacles as fast as they could.
Basically, and you know, so it's kind of interesting, the fact that there is such a openness. You know, it's kind of reflected in the landscape on some levels. But I mean, you know, just in terms of culturally, the fact that people are interested in getting stuff done, and that really kind of closed the deal for him.
Oh, that's great. And there's a connection with Shinola and Ann Arbor as well, right?
Yes, right. The leather goods, and there's another thing. The paper, they sell journals. I believe the paper is actually comes out of Ann Arbor.
Oh, wow.
So.
And then the direct connection, the fact that this collaboration really with the college, I mean, where does that play in with Shinola and business? I'm interested in how education and business come together.
We do something we call sponsored projects. And basically, we work with sponsors, companies basically, to expose our students to real-world work. You're not going to just, you know, get a kind of theoretical what-if, you know, build your utopian dream project. We're going to sit you down in a room with a company, and they're going to want you to actually do something. And so we've done several projects with Shinola. The first being to help them design their offices, which are done in a kind of 1940s retro.
Really?
I mean, they went out, I don't even know where they got all this stuff. It was our interior design students who helped them out on that with, you know, finding all these vintage desks, and I mean it's quite amazing. So we did that. We had a product design sponsored project with to design bicycles, and in fact, one of those bicycles will go into production, and the student who designed it, essentially, in terms of talking to them, like, we're going to buy out your idea, and he said, well, tell you the truth, what I'd rather have is a job, and so he's working there.
Really?
Fantastic.
And we have, a number of interns working there. We did a project in our graphic design department, which was basically branding Shinola, the retail space, which is in Tribeca. So there's two retail spaces, one in Tribeca in New York, and then one in Midtown in Detroit. And so that was a project we worked on with them. Then we had a collaboration between our product design students and our craft students on watch design. And so this was looking at different kinds of ways in which metal could be brought together in a product. And we have some pretty sophisticated jewelry tools, laser cutters and welders and things like that, that were used in making that stuff. So, they make prototypes. Now, the point is ultimately about educational objectives, about those kinds of outcomes. And so this is not, work for hire. We, but to the credit of the folks at Shinola, they totally get it, and they have been awesome to work with.